sakay sa kotse mula 1811 papunta ng SPD. At pag nakita namin sa September 16 sa video na dumating kang espasyo ang sasakyan nyo at nandito ka sa susunod na hearing, dito ka namin pakukulong. To enhance that video. And there are another way to find out the route of that vehicle coming from the 1811 going to SPD or going to espasyo. Okay? So, alam na natin yung video. Pero din natin.
Person of Lawrence Bernes Papila.
Yan sila.
Tapos po.
Paki-post niyo muna. So, sino yung nauna?
So ito pong nauna sir si Sergeant Democrito at yung pangalawa po si Sergeant Disler.
Okay, go ahead.
So ito lang po ang nabigay sa amin sir na CCTV copy po ng September 16. Hindi sir.
September 16, 12 o'clock yung operation eh.
Yes sir. So gabi sir sila nag-check-in po sa Espasyo Hotel.
Before the operation.
After the operation.
Hindi,
po,
anong
sir.
nangyari dito? After the operation.
Yes,
Correct,
sir.
after the operation. Sige.
So the following day sir, that is 10 o'clock in the evening sir.
Makikita namin ang video na pumasok ka sa sasakyan mo sa Hotel Espasyo. At pag nakita namin pumasok doon, at sinasabi nyo kanina, kayo ang nakasakay sa kotse mula 1811 papunta ng SPD. At pag nakita namin sa September 16 sa video na dumating kang espasyo ang sasakyan nyo at nandito ka sa susunod na hearing, dito ka namin pakukulong. Pumasok pa ang sasakyan mo sa Espasyo Hotel noong September 16. Yes or no?
No, Mr. Chair.
Okay. Maliwanag ang sagot, ha?
Mr. Chair.
Can you kindly submit to us yung video pertaining to the Espasyo Hotel, no? And we will also summon the owner of the Espasyo Hotel, no? Para malaman natin ang veracity ng mga information, who entered, ano, doon sa area at sino ang nagbayad noong booking nila sa Espasyo Hotel. Can you?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Sorry, Congressman Busita.
Yes, Mr.
Your
Chair.
turn.
Maganda rin po na makita doon sa video yung bulk ng pera, Mr. Chair. Kasi doon po sinasabing na-transfer muna eh. Yung perang nakuha doon sa 1811. So, maganda po na kailan po kaya masasubmit sa committee yung video, Mr. Chair?
I think si General Natates, I think you have the copy of that video, no? Sa Espasyo?
Yes,
You have?
yes, Your Honor.
You have? It's here?
Yes, Your Honor. On the lobby of the hotel, Your Honor.
Have you seen the car entering the Espasyo Hotel?
We cannot ascertain about the car, Your Honor.
Yes. But the owner of the Espasyo Hotel, have you... of course, kita nila yan eh. Di ba?
We requested for footages of the CCTVs and copy of the CCTVs, and the one available was on the desk or lobby.
Yeah, okay. Can you coordinate with the MMDA? Kasi meron silang 1 year na yung mga dumadaang mga sasakyan sa lahat ng mga from 1811, makikita nyo yan eh, 1811, yung sasakyan na yan na dumaan sa mga area, kung papunta siya ng SPD or papunta siya ng Espasyo Hotel. That can be can be retrieved from MMDA. Coordinate with Chairman Don Artes.
Mr. Chair, in connection with your request. Ano yung sabi ninyo? Mayroong logbook? Have you seen the logbook of that hotel?
May I refer that to the Intel?
We requested for a copy of the CCTV nung specific time na yon. Then we were able to get the copy wherein doon po nakita yung pagpasok ni Sergeant Democrito at Sergeant Dester nung gabi. Then pag-check out nila the following
day.
Yes, sir. With
So in other words,
luggages.
you're trying to tell this committee na overnight sila ron.
Yes, sir.
Dala yung pera.
As to the information we received, sir.
Yun nga.
Yes, sir.
Sergeant Democrito,
Yes, Your Honor.
do you agree with the statement of the good colonel na nag-check-in ka sa Espasyo Hotel?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes.
Yes, Your Honor.
And you stayed there overnight?
Yes, Your Honor.
What was your vehicle in going there?
Nagpahinga lang din, Your Honor, kasi
What is your vehicle? What is the vehicle that you use in going there?
Hindi ko na po masasabi, Your Honor.
I'll walk you there. Oy, huwag mo ako lulukoy na and I'll see to it you get out of this captive service. I'll see to it na lahat, pati criminal cases, ipal sa'yo. Lahat ng pinag-interasan ko, na-dismiss na at napailan pa ng criminal case. Ibig mo sabihin, hindi mo alam yung sasakyan na ginamit mo pagpasok, may tinatago ka.
Your Honor, nakapag-execute na po kasi ako ng mga affidavit namin doon sa mga
So what?
depensa po namin. So, I invoke my right
Sasakyan na ginamit mo
Your Honor.
pagpasok sa Espasyo Hotel.
Hindi ko na po masasagot, Your Honor.
Hindi mo?
Masasagot po.
Hindi pa sasagot.
Hindi mo masasagot.
Opo, Your
Sino kasama mo?
Honor. Staff Sergeant Danilo Desler po.
Sino?
Staff Sergeant Danilo Desler po.
Sino yun? Would you have the same answer na hindi mo rin alam kung anong sasakyan ang ginamit nyo?
I cannot recall, Your Honor.
You cannot recall. Sige, your day will come.
But Congressman ako pa, I just like to remind you that these people, no? Ano pangalan ng salita? Ikaw?
Staff Sergeant Democrito po, Your Honor.
Demokrito, saka yung driver, ano pangalan?
Si
Deslen. Kayong dalawa ang kasama doon sa pinaglagyan ng pera. Di ba?
Sila nga
Kaya
nagbilang.
hindi masasagot yung mga katanungan ni Congressman Akop dahil yun ang ginagamit yung sasakyan. Yung sasakyan ni Quijana. Di ba? Kaya yun yung masagot kasi yun ang totoo eh. Ha? Pinatatagal nyo lang. They're just prolonging the agony. But at the end of the day, magkakaproblema kayo at magkakaroon kayo talaga ng kaso at makukulong kayo. Maniwala kayo sa amin.
Mr. Chair,
Sige, Congressman Busita.
baka si Staff Sergeant Democrito and Sergeant Dexter, baka gusto niyong bigyan namin kayo ng second chance. Anong sasakyan ginamit niyo? Anong sasakyan ginamit niyo?
Hindi ko na po maalala, Your Honor.
Sergeant Dexter. Okay, gentleman's agreement. Pag na-prove namin na nagsisinungaling kayo, next hearing, first time niyo siguro makukulong dito sa Kongreso. Mr. Chair, thank you.
And we will make it sure, no? If this, well, it's all allegation coming from us, but we are basing our allegation on the submitted documents to us. And then we will be deeply dig on this issue regarding that car that enter sa Espacio Hotel. At pag nalaman namin na sasakyan mo, Major, Quijana, at kayong dalawa ang nakasakay doon, pagbalik nyo dito, we will be citing you in contempt.
Mr. Chair,
Sige, Congressman Akop.
I'll just add to the statement of the Honorable Busita. I will not agree na dito sila ikulong. Doon sa Quezon City Jail siguro sila ikukulong. That is also in accordance with our rules.
I agree with that, no? So, any other issue that this committee wanted to tackle before we sige, Congressman Akop.
Mr. Chair, I do not believe na yung NCRPO mahina sa pag-reconstruct ng mga videos. Kasi yung pinapadala sa akin, kulang-kulang na videos. Kasi hindi may padala sa akin dahil nga siguro dun sa pagputol ng connection or whatever. But I would like to believe na merong capability ang PNP na mag-reconstruct ng mga videos na ito. Now, may I ask, do you have that capability?
We will ask the anti-cybercrime group with that capability or
No.
undertaking, Your Honor.
Now, do you have any other videos that have not yet been presented here?
Yes, Your Honor.
Can we have the privilege to see these videos that have not yet been presented?
Yes, Your Honor.
So, Mr. Chair,
That video is pertaining to what?
The video showing personnel from DSOU entering the Espacio Hotel, particularly at the lobby, with baggages and the exit, and when they check out at that hotel.
But can you see clearly the faces of those? Ken,
Yes, Your Honor.
can we see it? If the committee will allow it, so we will be allowing it to be shown. Kasi yan yung yes, we will be allowing it because that's precisely what we are discussing a while ago, no? They are denying that yun yung sasakyan, no? Pero nakita natin yung si Democrito saka si Desden ba yun? Desden? Sila yung nakita doon.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, sige. Para lang ma-confirm na natin na talagang nanggaling sila doon, no? So we will be allowing the video presentation, no, with regards to this. Well, kanina inamin ni Democrito sa ni Desden na nandun sila. So we just wanted to see yung veracity ng inyong report kung talagang nandun. Now, if we will be able to find out na nandun sila, well, our ano lang, yung isa sa mga objective namin is makita yung sasakyan, which in according to your testimony a while ago, hindi siya ganun kaklaro yung sasakyan. But there are ways to enhance that video. And there are another way to find out the route of that vehicle coming from the 1811 going to SPD or going to Espacio. Okay? So, alam na natin yung video. Pero natin. Baka kailangan ng narration. Sino magna-narrate?
Sir, with your permit.
Oh, Major, ikaw magna-narrate ha.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon po. I am Police Major Jem Delantes, the Chief Counterintelligence Section of NCRPO. For the information of the body, Mr. Chair, we requested a copy of the CCTV to the Chief Operating Officer of ECC Building Management Incorporation, Bayani Road, Fort Bonifacio, Taguig City, in the person of Lawrence Bernes Papila.
Yan sila.
Tapos po.
Paki-post niyo muna. So, sino yung nauna?
So ito pong nauna, sir, si Sergeant Democrito at yung pangalawa po si Sergeant Disler.
Okay, go ahead.
So ito lang po ang nabigay sa amin, sir, na CCTV copy kasi nag-consult sila sa lawyer din po nila. At yung log po ng hotel ay hindi po nabigay sa amin. So ito lang po, paki-play ulit, sir. So yan lang po ang portion, sir, na yan. More or less 10 o'clock in the evening of September 16 po.
Okay.
September 16, sir. Ito is Saturday, sir.
September 16 yan?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
After the...
Wait. September 16 ng gabi?
Yes po, sir.
Yung video na yan?
Yes po, sir. After the raid, sir. Kasi madaling araw po ng September 16. Hindi, sir.
September 15, 12 o'clock yung operation eh.
Yes, sir. So gabi, sir, sila nag-check-in po sa Espacio Hotel.
Before the operation.
After the operation.
Hindi,
po,
anong
sir.
nangyari dito? After the operation.
Yes, sir.
After the operation. Sige.
So the following day, sir, that is 10 o'clock in the evening, sir. So ganito po, sir. September 16 po ng madaling araw yung operation nila, sir. So that is Saturday po. So 16 ng gabi, nag-check-in po sila dyan, sir. So ito, sir, itong next video na ito, hinat na lang po namin ito. This is the following day, that is Sunday, September 17 ng gabi po. Yes, sir, nag-check out na po sila dyan.
Check out na yan ng 17.
Yes po, sir.
So, yung 16 yung kanina.
Yung kanina po, sir.
16 ng gabi yun. Doon
Yes,
sila
po.
nag-check-in.
Yes, sir.
Okay, sige. Go ahead.
So this is this video, sir, is on September 17, that is Sunday evening. Almost 10 o'clock po. Yes, sir. Ang unang-una po, sir, nakita natin nung pagpasok nila yung aside doon, sir, sa mga suot nila, yung mga bitbit po nila, sir, is halos pareho lang. And according to our validation, sir, itong mga laman nitong mga touchy case na to or the baggages is yung pera po. According to, sir, sa mga revelations po of the other members of the operating team that executed affidavit para mapaliwanagan, sir, ang investigation natin.
Okay. Congressman ako. Sige.
Why is there a need for them to check in sa kwan? Hindi diretso sa headquarters nila.
That question, sir, I cannot answer for myself. But based on, sir, sa validation, sir, ng mga reports na dumadating sa amin, mayroon pong nag-utos na hindi mo na iligay yung pera diretso sa DSOE office.
Alam ko na yung istorya.
Okay, so we'll be asking Napolcom sa IAS, do you have initial knowledge about this investigation that was conducted by SPD and the NCRPO? Attorney Alberto Bernardo, please.
Thank you, Chair. Yes, Your Honors. We have come to we have reviewed the submissions of the National Capital Region on the report, the pre-investigation, pre-charge investigation, and the formal charge. And we are confident with General Nartate's investigation. And for that reason, we have recommended to the Office of the President the granting of presidential clearance to proceed with a summary dismissal proceeding against General Roderick Mariano. And with the conduct of hearing in today's session, Your Honor, we are still confident that the NCR can still add. Because so far, there are 2 counts of grave misconduct, 1 count of grave neglect of duty, and 1 count of less grave. If all the revelations will be completed, I would surmise that maybe the NCRPO could still add additional charges against General Mariano.
Okay, ganun din sa IAS, ano? Meron din kayong investigation that are being conducted as well? Sa IAS, si Bustonera. Si ano pala? Sa IAS, sige. IAS muna.
Sir, Police Major Quanso from the PNP, yes, sir. We have coordinated with the Office of NCRPO, sir, with Sir Nartates. They have already initiated the conduct of administrative investigation, so IAS did not insist to take over on the investigation for the administrative complaint, sir.
So, napolcom na.
Sa PNP, IAS po, sir.
Sa IAS.
Yes, sir.
Okay. By the way, we have all the records of our PNP members, and with all the qualifications of not the qualifications, but the what do you call that? Yung profile ng bawat isa are all in the database of our of Napolcom and IAS. In accordance with that, those people who have been allegedly committed irregularities, meron bang mga red flag na kayong napansin doon sa mga tao involved?
Thus far, Your Honor, based on the submission of the NCR, there is at the very least, there's strong possibility that an offense has been committed, not only administrative but criminal in nature.
Yeah, what I'm trying to say, Vice, if sa record nyo, once that they have conducted the investigation, siguro motu proprio, nakikita na natin sa database natin kung they have yung mga violations that they have committed in the past. So basically, kasi trying to put those people on this kind of operation, which is very crucial, no, in the operation of their in the conduct of their operation, baka hindi nararapat na dun sila mapa-assign eh. But of course, with the coordination of PNP, all the appointments of the different members of the PNP should be in relation to the profiling that being conducted by Napolcom. Dapat kung meron na silang history dun sa ganung klase ng issue, dapat nakalagay na sa Napolcom yun eh, and must be advised the PNP na dapat hindi na sila sa operation na nilalagay yung mga opisyales. So siguro in relation to what I'm asking, meron ba tayong ganung klase ng databasing na kung saan nakikita natin yung mga members ng PNP have this kind of what do you call that, profiling?
Yes, Your Honor. When a formal charge has been cleared by the Office of the President, we are suggesting to the PNP that instead of being assigned to the Office of the Chief, they are supposed to be placed at the PNP holding and accounting units already. And that will already be reflected in the performance record
Okay.
in the PAIS. And for that, in every promotion, in every movement, in every assignment, these are critical information that would show the track record and the integrity of the concerned officer.
So in other words, ang PNP ba, do you follow that guidelines kapag meron ng advice ng Napolcom on this kind of personnel and officers, hindi na sila dapat nalalagay sa ganung mga
Yes, Your Honor. Perhaps
yes. Tama.
the DP
Insofar as the assignment in P-House, sir, Your Honor, we are assigning personnel with the rank of from patrolman up to police colonel, sir, Your Honor. But for Police Brigadier General, the chief's order is always for them to be assigned with the Office of the Chief PNP because the head of the PHAW is a colonel and the person under investigation is a general.
So in other words, ano yun, nasa level na ni Chief PNP pagdating sa mga colonel and generals. But those lower ranks, mga non-commissioned sa sa Napolcom.
For generals only, sir.
Or generals lang.
Yeah.
Colonels under din sa
Yes, sir.
Chair,
Your Honor.
Sige, Congressman ako.
may I know what is the legal basis of that? Kami ang nagkakaso, doon nga kami.
Actually, sir, we don't have any policy yet, but this, as to the assignment in PHAW, it's only last January 10 when a policy on assignment of all persons under investigation nasa PHAW na sir i-assign. It's still under for publication, sir.
So there's already policy na sa PHAW sila.
Nung January 10, sir, na-approve, but it's still for publication, sir.
Why did you not publish it? Dapat
Actually, it's already there, sir.
Publication.
We have already transmitted it last week, sir.
I beg your pardon?
We have already transmitted it for publication last week, sir.
Okay. Kasi nung ako nagkakaso. Doon ako sa pihaw eh. Full kernel ngayon nag-account sa akin eh. Samantalang 2-star ako. So I do not see any reason why, unless you have changed your policy.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
All right. So, any other issues that you wanted to ask from our invited resource persons?
Mr. Chair,
Congressman Bosita?
other matters.
Oh, yes, other matters. Sige, go ahead.
Mr. Chair, for the IDM, meron po ba kayong
This is not in relation to what we're discussing. No?
Yes,
It's
Mr. Chair.
another issue. Sige, go ahead.
Other
Allowing
matters.
that.
other matters, Mr. Chair? The IDM, meron po ba tayong strict or proper monitoring ng mga pulis natin na may kaso?
Yes, sir. Lagi po namin namamonitor yan. In fact, yung nga, sir, palagi kami umatin dito, sir. Lahat ng mga cases natin, sir, sa PNP nasa DIDM po, sir. Especially yung mga...
Including those personnel assigned with the police stations?
Meron, sir.
So ano po ang comment ninyo doon sa na-find out ni General Nartates na there are case folders ng police personnel na nawawala?
Yun nga, sir, nung nagbaba po kami ng memo sa mga regional directors directing them to investigate and then file proper charges once na may ma-find out na mga ganun, sir.
So kung sinasabi po ninyo na mayroon kayong close monitoring ng case filed against personnel, doon po sa information na nilabas ni General Nartates, more or less ilan po yung nawalang folders, case folder?
Sir, sa ngayon hindi pa namin masasagot pero next time, sir, masasagot namin yan.
Next time.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Chair, next time daw masasagot. Kasi po, Mr. Chair,
We're talking about the...
Kasi ngayon, sir,
Oo.
to tell you honestly, sir, yung nagbaba kami ng memo, kasalukuyan pa lang in-inventaryo yan, sir.
kailan po yung memo, Mr. Chair?
That was last week, sir.
Ano mga, if I may, no? Ano mga kaso mga nawala doon?
Kasi sir, ang sa DIDM, sir, lahat po ng cases natin na involving policemen, may record po kami, sir, as kung ilan yung mga yan. Pero yung mga folder, sir, nandun sa mga region, sir, kung saan kung saan assign yung police na yan at kung saan sila iniimbestigahan. So nung lumabas po yung memo galing po kay RDNCRPO, sir, nag-check po kami sa regions para po masigurado natin kung talaga, sir. Hanggang ngayon, sir, wala pa pong nag-aakyat ng report na may nawawala.
Walang nag-aakyat ng report na may nawawala.
I mean, sir, wala pa kami naratanggap na may nawala kasi
Pero
Sinecheck po namin talaga, sir.
meron na kayong confirm na nawawala.
wala pa po, sir, kaya po nag-check kami sa mga regions.
Pero saan nag-come out tong issue na may nawawala mga cases, folder na may mga kaso? Saan nag-stem out yun?
Yung nga po sabi po ni Congressman Busita, sir, na may nawawala, may nakarating nga ron sa amin na memo. Kaya nga ang ginawa po namin, action namin, nag-check po kami sa mga regions kung meron po. Pero hanggang ngayon, wala pa pong feedback yung mga regions kung meron nga pong nawawalang mga folders.
Mr. Chair, if I may.
Sige.
Anong klaseng checking po?
Sir, di ba pag may report na ganyan, babalidate po natin sa region? Kung kwan talaga. Kasi sa amin talaga, sir, sinisigurado namin. Kaya nga, sabi ko kanina, sir, ang nasa report, ang kwan sa amin is numbers. Kaya nga yung mga folders, ito yung iba, hindi ko rin matandaan na kayong kwan, sir, kasi kwan lang ako sa DIDM. For sure, kung saan po yung kwan, siya-check po namin sa regions kung meron silang mga nawawala at kung kwan man, mag-inventaryo sila.
So, Mr. Chair, ang records po, as per records of the DIDM, numbers.
Sir, numbers saka cases.
Say, for example,
Kasi ang mga kwan, sir, yung mga report na umakyat po sa DIDM, and then record po namin, numbers lang. And then, ang kwan lang ng DIDM, pinapollow up kung ano yung may status ng mga cases na yan.
So wala kayong actual cases that being transferred sa inyo from region. Kumbaga, number lang ng cases.
Yes, sir, monitoring po kami ng cases.
Dapat meron kayong actual. Di ba database?
Yes, sir, nasa database po, sir.
Oh, pero
kung ilan po yung
lang,
cases
ilan
natin.
yung cases.
Yes,
Pero yung actual.
Meron din po mga folders, sir. Kaya nga po, sir, nagsiguro po kami, nag-check po kami sa regions kung
Pero,
para mas maganda
wait a
po, sir.
minute, General. So, ibig mo sabihin kanina, you were telling us na sabi ng region, wala pa nagsasubmit.
Yes, sir, as of this
Pero
time.
kung sa database nyo sa national, sa inyong opisina, once na meron silang mga number ng kaso dito, ang binabato lang sa inyo, numbers. Wala yung mga detalye ng bawat kaso. Ganun ba yan?
Meron naman po, sir. Kaya nga po, sir, hindi po kami sure sa kung kompleto po yan. Kaya nagsiguro po kami, mag-check po kami ng
Okay.
regions. After mga po, sir, makapag-finalize na po kami, sir.
Alright, okay. Ongoing.
Yes, sir.
Oh, sige.
Mr. Chair, may request na pag-submit sila ng statistics ng police personnel with case or cases.
We'll do that, sir. Magsabit po kami.
Kasi, Mr. Chair, last month may na-meet akong major na, Colonel, nung magpapile na po siya, Mr. Chair, ng promotion, doon lang niya na-find out na yung previous case niya, demoted siya. So, hindi po natin malaman kung saan nagka-problema from NAPOLCOM or PNP. Kasi po, Mr. Chair, nagkaroon ng decision ang NAPOLCOM at nirecommend for demotion yung certain police major. And after, I think 2 years or 3, nung nag-file po siya ng promotion, doon lang niya na-find out na may demotion pala siya. Kaya na-disqualified siya. And kung titingnan po natin, lapses yun ng opisina. And alam ko, Mr. Chair, hindi lang po yan eh. May mga nag-charge ng suspension or demotion. Pag yung personnel nagpa-update, parang wala naman. Tuloy-tuloy lang yung service niya. So mabuti nga na-brought out ito ni RD ng NCR. Ang isang negative impact nito, Mr. Chair, pag madiskarte ang polis, okay lang may kaso. Para didiskartehan lang yan eh. Kaya I believe, totoo yung report ni General Nartates. May mga folders, case folders, may mga na-resolve na, may decision na, pero hindi na-implement. So, yun lang, Mr. Chair. Mag-request lang po sa DIDM to submit. By the way, meron po ba, Mr. Chair, representative from Controllership? Directorate for Controller?
Wala tayong bayad.
Wala. Ang alam ko kasi, Mr. Chair, if I'm not mistaken, may pondo yan eh, para yung data system ng PNP, particular dito sa mga cases, meron ito. I-find out na lang po natin later. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Okay, so we'll be conducting our... okay, sige, General.
May dadagdag po ako sa regarding po sa monitoring na nasabi ko kanina. At yung ibang monitoring po namin, sir, is yung narinig po namin sa news. Pag may narinig po kami sa balita or sa anuman, sir, sa mga Facebook or nag-inquire po kami sa regions.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So in other
Doon po
words,
namin, sir, na monitor yung nawawalang folder, sir, sa
automatic
news.
ang ginagawa ninyo.
Yes, sir.
Kaya
Kaya
you've got...
nagbabako sa mga regions, sir.
Yeah, pasok. Okay,
Yes,
sige.
sir.
Mr. Chair, if I
Thank
may,
you, sir.
Sige.
only one issue. DIDM, meron po ba tayong SOP na kapag yung case filed by the police or operatives na dismiss, ano po ang measures ng PNP?
Actually, sir, yung mga ganyan po, sir, ma-practice po rin, sir, sa mga police stations natin, sir. Yung isa, pag may mga cases na dismiss, sir, ito yung minsan nag-appeal, sir, kinukonsulta rin sa mga sir, sa mga legal officers namin kung ano ang remedy para naman hindi basta-basta o kung maka-appeal naman, sir, sa mga dismiss cases.
Ulitin ko lang, Mr. Chair. Kunwari, yung certain police PNCO or operatives nag-file ng case, drug-related case, na dismiss. Ano po ang ginagawa ng PNP?
Ano po, sir, regarding sa mga dismiss cases?
Dismiss cases, especially drug-related cases. Ano po ang measures or SOP ng PNP kapag na-dismiss yung isinampang pulis ng operatiba?
Actually, sir, ginagawa dyan, sir, case review, and then, kung saan, report namin sa DL, sa legal, kung anong magandang remedyo.
With respect to the IDM, kindly check nga po. Ang alam ko may SOP yan eh. Pag na-dismiss ang kaso, iimbestigahan yung police.
Yes, sir.
Para ma-check kung meron siyang lapses. Tama po ba?
Yes, sir. Imbestigahan pati yung mga concern. Kung may pati yung mga, kumbaga, sir, mga witnesses. Adin nga, sir, para refer din namin sa legal service.
Kasi ang alam ko po dyan, kung hindi yan ma-address properly, yung ibang kasama natin, tira ng tira.
Yun nga po, sir.
Para lang may accomplishments. Sinong nasasacrifice? Yung maliliit na tao. So if I may suggest, Mr. Chair, mag-submit po sana yung DIDM ng inventory or statistics ng police personnel na under investigation dahil na-dismiss yung mga kaso na ipinal nila.
We will do that, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
How long have you been with the idea?
Sir, barely 6 months, sir.
Maybe that's the reason why you cannot answer the Honorable Busita regarding that SOP. I think there is really an SOP, especially in the dismissal of drug cases filed by policemen. I do not know if I still remember it right. Pag na-dismiss yung kaso because of the non-appearance of the PNP personnel who are witnesses to the crime, these personnel are supposed to be investigated. And that is the one requested by the Honorable Busita na records po ninyo kung meron ng mga pulis na inimbestigahan kayo because of this situation. Meron talaga yan, iyo. Okay? Anything else, the Honorable Busita?
Last concern, Mr. Chair. According to the DOJ, there are 80% dismissed drug-related cases. It's around 200,000 cases. So hopefully yung isasubmit po ng DIDM more or less 200,000 drug-related cases na na-dismiss. So more than 200,000 yung subject police personnel for investigation. Yun lamang po, Mr. Chair, and maraming salamat po.
Thank you. My concern, insofar as the other matters are concerned, is that, may I be clarified? How do you really conduct a buy-bust operation? Wala ba kayong single protocol how to conduct it? Because it is the one being abused by our people doon po sa station. Walang nakakalam. How do you conduct a buy-bust operation? Kaya pala nagkakaloko-loko yung pulis natin dahil mismo kung yung mga matataas na pulis ng ating pambansang pulisya hindi alam kung paano gagawin. Ano pa kaya yung ating mga tauhan na nandun sa mga estasyon? Sige.
Yes, Your Honor. If I may
Yes.
be allowed. In my experience as a police officer, for you to conduct buy-bust operation, of course, is you need to have a case build-up on a target personality. You conduct test buy, such that if this substance that he is selling is real illegal drugs, and then subject it to chemistry or examination by the crime laboratory, and then if positive, then conduct the actual buy-bust operation, Your Honor, following the procedures.
When will the witnesses to the buy-bust operation come in?
The witnesses, as mandated, should be present during the actual operation. The only way that he cannot be present if these witnesses will be their life will be put into danger, Your Honor. So they can witness the operation at a distance, but it is a must that during the inventory they will be actually present during the inventory at the place of the buy-bust where the exchange of money and the substance occurred.
Why is it that doon lang sila sa inventory present in so many buy-bust operations conducted by the police? Wala doon sa actual operation.
Actually, sir, our street, in my opinion, the streets dito sa Pilipinas masyadong masikip, where the usual buy-bust operation, unlike in the US, masyadong magagandang lugar doon, sir. While here, really, the actual illegal drug trade, especially on the streets, medyo delikado, and therefore they're putting their life in danger. That's why they opt to have it at a distance and then actually participate during the actual inventory, Your Honor.
The reason why they're supposed to be witnesses to the buy-bust operation is to see to it na hindi mag-abuso yung ating kapulisan. Tama?
Yes, Your Honor.
And then, dumating tayo sa pagkakataon na we're supposed to have body cameras.
Yes, Your Honor. Just
Nakita rin naman natin na yung witnesses, if you ask them, hindi nila nakita yung actual buy-bust operation. Sa inventory lang sila na andun. Second, yung body-worn cameras, nakita na natin ngayon na pwede palang utusan na itigil, isara. So, the purpose of seeing to it that the operations to be conducted by our police force are in order are rendered nugatory. Kasi, hindi natin tinitignan na yung witnesses dapat nandun. Tinatago nga natin sa inventory lang natin sila hinaharap. And the inventory is being done sa ibang lugar pa. Second, yung safeguard na inisip natin na magkaroon ng body cameras para ma-prevent yung abuses na yan, may record, hindi rin na-attain yung ating objective simply because, as stated by our resource persons today, nauutusan din na isara. So wala. The operations conducted insofar as bypass operations, nandun pa rin yung mali. And maybe that's the reason why most of our drug cases filed by the police are dismissed by the court simply because they are not done in accordance with Section 21 of Republic Act 9165. If you read Section 21, yung decision ng Supreme Court, very, very specific yung requirements sa body cameras. O isipin mo, Vice Chair, tinanong ko ang daming opisyal dito kung paano mag-conduct ng bypass. It took the RD of NCRPO to be able to answer. And maybe that's the reason why hindi nagagawa ng ating kapulisan kung ano yung nararapat in accordance with the protocols provided for by law. Yan ang nangyayari. Thank you, Mr. Chair.